Oh, I know we need to do that. But at this point in time, with the investigation not completely done, I don't think it's fair for me to sit here and talk and trivialize what went down, one way or the other. What we have here is a situation that's ongoing, and I'm again doing everything I can to completely cooperate with everybody involved in this, and so that's my focus. Our focus is to get our guys together, coach them on the field, get ready to play, but then not make it too public where it sends a message that this isn't that serious. This is serious, extremely serious.
Coach, you're caught in this kind of purgatory situation right now where you can't comment. There are fans, though, that are inquiring, finding out information, social media, message boards, us here in the media. This is your chance to talk to them unfiltered. Is there something that's out there right now that you'd either like to clarify, dispute, dispel, or just a message you'd like to send to the fans who have serious concerns about the state of the program right now?
Hey, I don't want to hurt too many people's feelings in here, but I really don't read your stuff. So I really don't know what's going on out there. I see some things that are brought to my attention that are totally inaccurate in terms of who's playing and who's hurt and all this kind of stuff. But again, that's something that can be talked about later.
What message to the fans that are concerned?
Go green.
Coach, you said that you pride yourself on the high standards of integrity that your team has. How do 3 players fall through the cracks? How can you hold them accountable for that? How do you move forward in the future?
Say the second part again, sorry.
Well,
Yeah, you got crowd shot.
MSU priding themselves on a high standard of integrity. You have 3 players now who are facing some pretty serious allegations. How did they fall through the cracks?
I think when you look around the country today and you look around the world today, it's easy to see how things happen. So that's not my job to say how they fall through the cracks, how they fell through the cracks. I'll do my very, very best, and I always will, to make sure our program, our players are educated, they know right from wrong, and they're held accountable to the best of my ability. But at the same time, you're painting a pretty broad picture there by saying that, because I can point this direction, that direction, this direction. It's happening in a lot of different places where there are problems in the world. So I'll do my best.
And you also made mention that it would be trivial right now to ask who's playing quarterback next season. Does that insinuate that your quarterback is involved in these allegations?
Really, you're going to ask that? Next question.
Mark, right here in the middle.
Yeah.
You obviously know things that you can't talk about. How much does that wear on you personally, knowing, I mean, you're facing these questions you can't talk about. How much has it weighed on you personally? How much are you worried about permanent damage as far as the perception of Michigan State football is concerned?
I don't worry about that. I worry about, I do the very best I can every day I come to work. That's what I'll do. I'll continue to do that, and that's the way I'm built. And at the end of that, I still have a life. I have to leave a life. I have to be upbeat for our football team. I have to be upbeat for our players. I have to make things fun for our players. I have to keep moving. But with all that being said, I don't have to come in front of people and act like it's the same old thing during spring practice, that this is what's going on or this is what's going on. We just talk about this guy or that guy. So we've negated, not done that. That's basically it. But as far as how I handle myself and what I'm trying to do with my family, with my football team, and everything else, we're trying to make sure that we move forward. But it is challenging.
Coach, you've dealt with some stuff in the past. This one seems a little heavier than stuff you've dealt with before. How has this affected you personally, and what can you do in the future to maybe correct this, whether it's structural, program-wise? How do you make sure this something like this allegedly doesn't happen again?
Well, I think I just answered the question how I'm dealing with it personally. How do you correct it to make sure it never happens again? That's a tough question. All I can tell you is that we educate our football team. We have people coming in front of them. We have people coming at them and talking to them in a very raw manner. And its education goes in a lot of different directions. football and all these different things. But we try and address every facet within our program that we see as a threat to them, and we